पितावरी इन बालको न पाठिता न शोभयन्ते सभा मध्ये हंस मध्ये वको यथा. Parents are the greatest friend of any teenager. And this sloka says that the parents who doesn't provide the nicest education to their teenager children, they make their next of kin look like small in the great humanity. This is the age when a child needs you maximum. And this is also the age when child thinks that they don't need you at all. The teenagers are in the process of becoming adult. Parents has problem with them. Parents think they are very small still, and these teenager children also has problem. They think that they have grown up. So the difference of opinion is at peak between parent and adolescent children. Never before and never after you will see so much of difference in opinion. They are shaping their future at this stage. But at the same time, this is an experimenting age. So every good and bad habit a person develops in future starts at this age. If you have to become spiritual, spirituality symptoms will be visible at this age. On the other hand, you will like to smoke, try smoking this in this age. And life is at a very difficult phase at this age. When I say difficult, I don't make you fear, I make you understand that you have to take the maximum care at this stage. Now let us understand what are the difficulties our children are facing at that age. All those who are parents and listening it, they can relate to their adolescent age of whatever I speak today. Most of the people at the teenage passes through a great stress level. Question is, what stress they can have at this age? Now I can tell you so many stresses. Now, since they have started growing up, they see that their parents are driving. They also want to own a car. When their parents are not watching, they try to take the car of the parent and drive by themselves. Most of the times, parents always remain upset when a child is passing through this age. Then there is a stress from school too, stress of completing your homework, stress of getting good grade in school, and along with all this, there is a very important pressure which our children pass at this age is called peer pressure. Everyone appears that they are doing emotional blackmail with them. Mother says, you have to obey me, I'm your mother. If you don't do this, I will not be kind of your mother, you know. And everyone, father, mother, teacher, surrounding, grandparents, everyone wants that they should behave exactly as per my wishes. And then they meet with their friends who says, man, you have grown up, you must try smoking today. And he doesn't want to do that. And then his friend says, you have to give the proof that you are my friend. And how can this poor man give the proof? By smoking, by trying drugs. All these pressures brings anxiety in him and also depression in his mind. Sometimes he forgets who he is, who she is. And in order to please parents, grandparents, teachers, friends, they forget about their self-acceptance. And there becomes every possibility that they lose their self-acceptance and starts using self-harm to them. And then life really becomes difficult. Now, since they have started harming the self, they want to hide this from their parents. They want to hide this from their school children. And as a result, they start lying. We as a parent, what we do, we do not understand the reason why they are lying, and we try to punish them more. And by doing this, a trust issue between parent and children starts widening. And children at that age starts losing motivation. And then what happens? That they start disrespecting everyone. It was difficult to handle these everything together, and then on top of it, sex hormones also starts disturbing the children at that age. And now little drugs, little sex hormones also makes him a little violent. These difficulties plus sex hormones, and then they find some seniors, some schoolmates, some neighbors who start bullying them. They find somebody, some adult who start bullying them. If you don't do this, I will do some harm to you. And that increases the stress level to a new height now. These are the problems area. Now let us understand how will we find the solutions to these problems. Number one, children are growing to be an adult. We as a parent should help them become a nice adult. You have to understand here that children never follow your advice, but they always follow your behavior. You as a parent are their role model. So the most important thing, when you meet an adult, I am an adult, you are an adult, you all are an adult. When we meet, what we become? We become friend. Now, my daughter, my son, at the age of adolescence, they have already started thinking that they are adult. They need nice friends at that age. Who could be a better friend than you? So try to develop friendship with your children. Make them understand that you can take everything, and give them enough confidence that they can come and share anything and everything with you. Love them unconditional and teach them self-love. Whatever and however busy you are, always eat together. Spirituality is a very important thing in human life. Develop little spirituality in you and also in your children. Spirituality always makes you live in good conduct, and usually people are always away from smoking, from taking drugs, from harming themselves. Make them do some yoga every day. And how can you make them do yoga? You start practicing by yourself. It yoga makes the mind calm and stress free. Stress in these children is very high. We must and always try to do everything to reduce that stress. If stress is reduced, they will never try harmful substances for themselves. And if you have enough trust in your children and they have enough trust in you, then they will come back and tell you everything they have done during the day. Encourage them to even tell you about their sexual behavior with you. Most of the parents, they don't want to talk about sexuality with their children, and that makes a lot of difference in their life. They start experimenting with some porn sites or something like that, and there is every possibility that they will be misguided from there to some other place. So I repeat, unconditional love and your friendly behavior will make a lot of difference in the life of our growing children. And if you are very friendly to them, you will be able to continuously watch their behaviors. And you can correct it with your love at that age very nicely. Watch for dropping grades. Watch for strange behavior. And watch for mood changes. These are the symptoms of taking or experimenting with drugs. And if you see any of these symptoms, take care of your growing children immediately. Take them in confidence. Regularly talk to them. Find out and ensure that they are able to change this behavior immediately. Have dependable times together. Have heart-to-heart discussions and keep your standards always high. If you are not in the right direction, then it will be difficult for your children to be in the right direction. And therefore, you show them your great moral character and a decent, nice behavior. Make them understand who they are. Make them understand what their goal should be, and always remain friendly to them. If you want some help further, you can also provide them some mantras. That mantra usually changes the energy inside of the adolescents, and he starts moving in the right direction by having plenty of self-confidence in him. I wish that all of us be able to take care of our children and our children be able to have more confidence in us, and together we can make one great unit and bring up our children in a nice citizens of the future. Thank you.